All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today is August 6th, 2015. My name is Rex Harris, and as always, it's an honor and a privilege to spend some time with you here this evening. Tonight's going to wrap up this 3-week kind of kickstart intensive on mechanics, and then next week we're going to get into blogging and get into more details. But really just wanted to give you guys just a basic idea of what's available to you for the purposes of building your marketing system and starting to develop your brand online. So with that, I'm going to jump right on into screen sharing here, and we are going to get this rolling. Now, I'm going to have to be a little bit cautious here tonight inside of Aweber because I can't show people's email. Oh, really? We are experiencing technical difficulties now, right now.
You're showing fine here, but let me go to the group real quick, or like the promo page, and see what I see.
I'm showing a system maintenance screen here for Aweber.
Oh, oops. That might put a little wrinkle in your plan.
Oh, I thought that was... Why are they doing that? Usually they do this later at night. Okay. Well. So Aweber has thrown a monkey into our plans here for this evening. So, geez, I don't know if maybe they're... I don't know... I wonder when they might be up again, or if it says... This time it says, from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time, of all the times we could have chosen to done this.
Of course.
Of course. Okay. So... All right. Well, this kind of just... What to do now?
Well, what you possibly might be able to do, I was going to say, is possibly show like a capture page, maybe show where like the code would go and that type of thing.
Well, we covered that last night.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true.
Yeah, we covered that last night toward the end.
Well, I mean, I know we can talk about it, but not actually be able to show it when you go in to create the campaign and the list and stuff like that. But I know it's a lot easier to be able to actually physically see what's going on.
Yeah. Dang it.
Because you can't even like get in there to even do the manage or create lists or anything.
Nope, I can't. So,
do you want to use a different? Do you have a different? Do you still have any different account besides Aweber? I mean, I know we're planning on using and teaching Aweber, but some of the setups are similar as far as just showing how you would use. Just trying to think real quick here out of the box.
I know, right? I know.
If you had, I mean, you still have Traffic Wave or something. I mean, I know that it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I just don't want to. To me, it's just going to confuse people if we start trying to bounce between too many different things.
That is true. That is true. I just didn't know if maybe if you at least show a autoresponder in general and how you would attach it. But that's what I was thinking too. That might get too confusing.
Well, while we've got everybody here, then why don't we do some Q&A? Let's see if people have any questions about anything that we've talked about the last couple of nights, and then we can kind of go from there. And then when Aweber comes back up, we'll just have to do this at a different time. So what type of questions do you guys have about what we've talked about so far this week? What can we help you guys with? And I'm looking at both the panel page and the main page.
Right, I've got the main page open right now to see. Bill's saying we can come back in an hour.
Yeah, if they're done in an hour, hopefully they will be.
Right.
I know,
Does
right?
anybody else? Of course, AWeber will be doing maintenance. Laura says, "Uh-huh."
I know, right?
I mean, I don't know. Is there anybody on the panel that's currently here with us that they might have something to offer? Or
I don't have any questions yet, Rex, over the things that we've covered. So.
Okay. All right. Well, let me see who's all on the panel here. Okay, Laura's not on the panel. So, because the one thing that we could take a look at would be lead lightning. Would be about the only other thing that I would suggest that we were to take a look at. How many of you guys have got your Klaatu blogs connected to AWeber? Okay, and do you guys know how to do that? Okay.
are you asking people on the panel, or are you asking
anybody
in general?
I'm just asking anybody that has any questions while we're here.
Right.
We can do some Q&A. We're already here.
Absolutely.
We might as
You're
well.
right. I have Get Response. I don't have AWeber.
You've got Get Response. Okay.
Yeah. Is there a way to hook that up to the Klaatu blog? Or
But yeah, I believe you can. Let me see. If you're in Empower Network back office and you go to, I know you can connect it to if you go to Tools and Promotion Funnels, you can add AWeber and Get Response here. Either or.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then once you're in the system and you go to, let me see. I think do you have to have posts open? Maybe you've got to have posts open. Okay. Trying to think of what it's under here. Okay, yeah, so depending on the blog theme that you're using, where you've got opt-in simple here, this is where you choose your AWeber Get Response mailing list from right here. Okay? And I'll show you guys that one more time. Okay? If you go to...
Are we supposed to be seeing this?
Yeah, Rex, you don't have screen share on.
I see you.
I suppose that would be helpful.
That would be helpful.
Yeah. That'd make too much sense.
Picky, all of you, just picky.
Let me show you that one more time, except I didn't show you the first time.
Okay. So when you go into the theme settings here for whichever theme that you're using, okay, you've gone into the theme section and chosen, oh man, that looks nice. Wow, that's a really nice looking tent. Look at these.
Oh, we can use that and we'll say that on top?
I don't know if these are, it looks to me like they're basic themes.
Wow.
Let me take a look at that. I want to see what that looks like. I really like that personalized branding up top.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is nice. This is nice here. You do the video there, your opt-in form there. Oh, man. I'm so switching over to this. Yeah, and that looks to me like it's in the basic themes. Oh, look, yeah, they are. Wow. that's gracious. Oh, they've added some new ones too here. I don't mean to get off track. I've been looking for stuff like this. This is awesome here. Yeah. I really like that other one though too. I'm gonna have to go back and switch it.
Rex, really quick, Laura has a question.
Okay.
In the part in the main menu where it says set up funnels, there's a spot to hook up Aweber, and it has a spot to put a list in for each funnel. Do we need a list for each funnel?
Do you need a list for each funnel?
If you want to have different autoresponders, right?
If you want to use different autoresponders, you would need a different autoresponder for
different lists for each.
Yeah, for different themes. Wow, that's a nice looking layout too. Boy, I tell you what, they have really stepped this up. Now I just got to remember which theme I was using before. I think it was this one. Yeah, that's it there. But I'm definitely switching over to the other. I'm definitely switching over to one of these. I really like that. That personalized video there. Yeah, that's like. This is good here. That's good stuff. That's a great. And then they got one. They got Pat Patterson's themes coming too. I like that. Okay, so it just really depends on whichever theme that you're, to get back on track, whatever theme that you've choose. If you go to theme settings, and then you're going to have your opt-in simple down here. Okay, to activate your lead capture form, you put a check in the box, and then it has multiple styles here. I'll show you. I didn't have mine active right now, but I'll just reactivate it here real quick. We'll enable it, and then we'll save and publish. Okay, and then when you go back to one of your blog posts, okay, your call to action shows up down here just like that. Okay, basically you put the title in here. I'll get it side by side so you guys can see. You got the title here, the description, and then the opt-in info. All right, but each one of these is a different style. And to see the different styles, all you have to do is change it and click save and publish, and then you'll see the style change. See, that was just plain simple black and white.
And so the way that you did that with Aweber, she should be able to do the same thing with the get response, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
You put the code in there or whatever it is.
All she's got to do is choose get response here from the drop-down list. Right here. Yep. Aweber get response. And then when you've chosen which one you want, you just click save and publish. And then when you go back to the blog post here, that's where you'll see. Now you won't see this on your home page. Okay? You know what? While I'm in here, let me check and see if we got any other questions before I continue. None there. None here. So, all right, let's go back and take a look at customizing one of these. Because for you guys that are using this, this is going to be helpful. I'm going to go back to themes. All right, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to activate this Alex Z theme. Okay. And then let's go look at, that's interesting. I don't know why it does that. I guess I'm going to have to go through and make those images more uniform. So basically, once you've chosen your theme and you've activated it, and you go back to theme settings, this is where you're going to have all of the active controls for your theme. Okay, and your general includes your text or your logo text there. Okay, and then if you wanted to use a logo image, you could actually utilize an image there. And then you have basically different check settings here that looks to me like enable or disable any of the sections that you have here. So if I uncheck visible form header, you see it takes away that here, which we want. All right, and then the visible home intro there, intro headline, visible about. You know, you just basically turn on and turn off what it is that you want here. Okay. Now, mind you, I've never used this. I'm just going in here and playing with it to check it out. Okay. So here is your header video width 510 pixels. So if I'm going to put a video in here, I'm going to go to YouTube and then choose a video from one of my channels here. Okay, now it's giving me a pixel width here. So my guess is that it's looking for the iframe source code, and it says 510 pixels. So basically all I do is come over here, I go to share, and then embed, and then if I click show more, I'll have the options to add a custom size here, and I just type 510 in the box, and it'll automatically set the width for me. And then I want to turn off show suggested videos when I'm done, show player controls, and show video title and player actions. I'm going to shut all that off. Then I'm going to grab my source code here, and we're going to go plug it in and see if it works. Okay, save and publish. And sure enough,
nice.
There it is. That is so smooth.
Nice.
So smooth. I mean, you know, this is the nice thing about this platform, and the nice thing about ClickFunnels, guys and gals, this stuff is as plug and play as you can get. And look at the quality of that layout. I mean, these guys, I'm just impressed. They continue to step it up. Okay, so I can incorporate my Facebook URL here. Here it's live. Twitter username. Google Plus URL. Header option. Headline goes here. Okay, that's for header opt-in headline right here. Okay. So let's see. My free gift to you when you subscribe to my list today, all of your problems will vanish and you will be happy. Okay. Mailing list service Aweber. Okay. And then the same thing would apply here. All right. I could incorporate, you know, I was going to have one specific autoresponder probably for this, or I'm going to have just one overall autoresponder throughout the entire blog. Okay. And then it doesn't look like there's a lot of widgets incorporated in that, just the main sidebar. Then your social pop settings. This is where your social connections are going to show up on the actual blog post. And your author box here, which is your profile, and your basic social media contact information there. Right, and that's pretty much all there is to that one there. The one thing I wonder if
are you able to send me the gift pack? Is that customizable, or is that what it is what it is?
okay, what do you mean?
Well, it says my free gift to you when you subscribe, and then there's that letter blue button that says send me the gift pack. Is that text customizable, or is that as is? Like, is that just what it is? And you
Let me
can change
look. That's a good question. AWeber list ID, my free gift to you. Yeah, I don't see.
Which is fine, where it says, but sometimes it's nice that you can customize your own button. So that's why I didn't know if it gives you the option to do that or not.
My free gift to you. No, I don't see. I don't see that in here now, but I will send in a support request to see if they can add that. They're really good about stuff like that, because it wouldn't take much for them to make that button customizable for us.
Right.
What I'm also wondering here is if the background and stuff here are general settings, text, logo, no image. That's just talking about that right there. I also wanted to see if this color and background images were customizable. And what's under static front page? Oh, your latest post, a static page. Social pop, author box, banner ad settings. Yeah, it doesn't look to me like you can change that color either. Okay. So let's go look at, what was the other one that I saw? Well, these were just in basic themes. That one's still coming soon. The other one I think was in premium. No, where did no, there was another one in here. Where? Oh, here it is right here. This is the one I wanted to look at here. Okay, I wanted to see what kind of creative control we have with this. Okay, name, contact, how to reach. Okay, so let's look at the settings on this one here. Okay. Favicon, header, no image.
Wow, that's awfully busy up there at the top.
Well, yeah, but I mean, all of this is customizable too.
Right.
Logo, navigation, widgets. Headline goes there. Headline goes here. Text goes there. I'm not sample page, $7 safe list breakthrough. Oh, this is picking up some of my content through what's already published there too. I see that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and back out of there. So, yeah, but I am going to go through and do that other theme here when I have a few extra minutes. Probably not this weekend, though. So let me just go back here and reactivate my original theme so my site looks right. Because I kind of like these two, the one that I use with the video headline. I mean, this is kind of what I'm looking at right here. The way that she's got hers set up with her name branded up there and the menu, the picture, that looks pretty sharp like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that's the best looking theme right there in the whole bunch. So
The Alex Z one.
yeah, by far. Yep. Yeah, that looks great.
Well, and that might be something like you said. You could send a suggestion, and they might be able to give you the option to be able to customize that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've got direct access to Travis at Empower. All we got to do is send in tickets, and he'll actually call us on the telephone and talk with us about anything that we need assistance with or questions about.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm definitely going to bring that up because this is be awesome if we could customize those colors. If we could customize that background image, and I didn't see a way to do that in there. Now this one here looks like it might be a little bit more simple when they get it added online. Just with the profile picture there and the name and stuff like that. So it's exciting to see them continue to add stuff to this because, I mean, when you consider, I don't know for those of you guys that are familiar with WordPress, or if you're watching this video right now at a date later than August 6, 2015, maybe it's 2027 right now, and you're looking to start blogging for the first time. Just being silly. But if you got any, you've been with WordPress for a while, as Laura experienced today when she got in here, she saw that, I mean, this was very much created to make a WordPress user's life easy, because everything that you need inside of this system is here without ever having to buy any additional layouts, themes, plugins, any of that stuff. It's all right here. All your SEO settings and everything are built right into your blogs. And for those of you guys that don't necessarily know what all of this stuff is, let's run through this here real quick tonight. And then we'll have to hit autoresponders again here maybe sometime in the next day or so. So, like WordPress, you add your basic title, and here's where you build and develop your content. Okay, one of the things that I have found incredibly helpful with this particular blogging system is it gives you the opportunity to switch back and forth between text and the visual editor for those of you that don't know or do know HTML. Okay, so if I type out, do you know HTML here, and center it, and then make it a bigger size and bold it, when I look at the text version, I'm going to see the actual code for that. Okay, so I can actually bounce back and forth here. The other thing that's cool about this, if you're just completely, brain dead one day and don't have any idea about what you want to blog about, I can come up here and I can click Give Me an Idea, and I can type in a topic here, okay, like bass fishing. What successful people know about bass fishing? Yeah, I'm probably not going to use that. But
yeah, but that's super cool though that it gives you something, because sometimes that's where I was like, just give me a topic to blog about and I can write it. But I like that. That's a really super cool feature.
Secret guide to fast success with bass fishing. The 5 reasons why you're still struggling with bass fishing and how to fix it. The secrets of successful bass fishing. What I learned from bass fishing. How to save hours a day bass fishing. I mean, I can just sit there and click and get ideas, and I can say, perfect, I'll write about this. And then boom, puts my headline right in there for me. Okay?
Nice.
Then I can go over here or I can go to Give Me an Idea. Random inspirational idea number 19. If I could only visit one website today, you wake up and your computer and internet are restricted to one website for the day. Which would you choose? Or if you would choose, so I mean, it just gives you, interviews with people, just tons of different ideas for, creating content. All right. So that's kind of a really cool feature that you're not going to find in WordPress, is those little helpful tips here, okay?
Right.
The other option that you have here is to select pop unders, which I don't have any activated right now, but that's basically a promotional page that pops up when somebody, actually that's a pop-up, so that's going to show up when people come onto the website. Your call to action, like we demonstrated earlier, it can be done through the manual setting that we created here for our opt-in part of the system, or I can actually pull calls to action for different stuff from the back of the Empower Network back office right here and put a call to action in my marketing system, and just like that, depending on which one of these that I want to use. Now, for those of you that used to use WordPress before, we used to use this plugin called All-in-One SEO. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because All-in-One SEO is already included for you right here. All right, and then I can actually create blog excerpts that will be shown on my homepage, so my homepage is uniform. And then for social sharing on Facebook, I can put in a title of the post, a description here, and an actual image. So when it comes time to share this on Facebook, I'm going to have an image and a headline and a really nice post that I can use and even drive boosted post traffic from my Facebook fan page. Then on the other side here, you have your categories, and you're basically going to categorize your blog posts based on who it is that they're reaching. And let me give you an example. I was working with Tony Rios today, and this might trigger some things for you guys too when it comes to keyword research. Okay, Tony's new blog is going to be targeting baby boomers. Okay, so we started with the root key phrase for baby boomers here today and began to expand on that. And the next thing that we searched was tips for baby boomers. Okay, and one of the things that we saw here was workout, job searching, stuff like that. So then we added another word, fitness tips for baby boomers. Okay, and then came to look over this. But then we kind of gravitated into retirement and some other different areas of interest for baby boomers as well. But here's the thing that you really want to think about. And this is, I mentioned this briefly the other night, when it comes to conversion with marketing online, is that if you can really hit 2 points of interest with any human being, your chances of conversion are greater. We definitely saw that lesson when it came to selling t-shirts on Facebook, and the same thing applies with marketing. So you might think, well, I want to target baby boomers. Well, okay, baby boomers is a great target audience, okay, but different baby boomers like different things. So I can create a blog targeting baby boomers and share with them information on everything from fitness to travel, okay? You see retirement tips, health tips, job hunting tips, resume tips. These are all different types of content I can create to reach baby boomers and somehow, some way tie, you know, what it is that I'm doing online into a solution to the problem for these baby boomers that, you know, still want to go out and accomplish something in life. Because there's a lot of people out there. I talk to people, you know, anywhere from their early 60s into their early 80s who are still, you know, bound and determined to make something happen in life, and they're turning to the internet to do it. Okay, so this is a great way to do your keyword research. And the one thing you're going to want to focus on when you're doing keywords is the long tail key phrases, because the one thing that we're not going to do is we're not going to go out and we're not going to optimize for baby boomers. Okay, there's 9.76 million search results. All right, and the first page is Wikipedia, history.com. Okay, I mean, these are two websites that you're competing with right out of the gates that are major websites, babyboomers.com, Forbes, you know, so I mean, there's not a lot of real chance that you're going to get the front page of this, but, okay, but if I were to do something like cool fashion tips for baby boomers, okay, or maybe just break that down and put the cursor in the box and see what comes up. Age-appropriate fashion tips for baby boomers. That just popped up in there. That means there's people out there that are looking for this. You might golf destinations for baby boomers and see what comes up. All right? Or I might break that down and just go golf for baby boomers and then see what else comes up in here. See if any other key phrases come up. And if nothing comes up, I can always go down and look here to see if there's any other key phrases that are commonly being searched in regards to baby boomers as well. Baby boomers and grandchildren pops up right there. So, I mean, I can target baby boomers on probably hundreds of different points of interest and never run out of things to write about. Okay? What if I'm targeting an anti-aging audience? How to look 28 at the age of 40 comes right up. How to look 28 at the age of 40 comes right up there if I was going to do anti-aging. Okay? But who else, what might other people be interested in along the lines of anti-aging? Well, I mean, you could look into fitness, health and nutrition, and that type of thing. The cool thing about targeting baby boomers is because they're really an identified audience. If I think about baby boomers, I think about this massive amount of people that fit into this demographic throughout the world. The same thing would happen if I talked about religious organizations such as Christians or Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons or Buddhists or whatever. Okay? Those are a group of people that it's very easy for me to incorporate multiple points of interest. When the point of interest is in something along the lines of anti-aging, what I have to think about is, okay, what group of people are going to be a great fit? Okay, and here we go right here, baby boomers and aging. Okay, and I might even say, and there it pops right up there, baby boomers anti-aging. Right here. Okay, so it's really important, like if I'm going to target an anti-aging audience, that if I'm going to target basically their interest, then this becomes my flexible audience, baby boomers and anti-aging. I might say men and anti-aging. You see there? Or where if I'm going to target the actual audience, then it's going to be the interest that I focus on sharing information for. Does that make sense to you guys? You really just have to kind of break down, okay, who is regardless of whatever the product is or whatever the interest is, you have to break that down into the audience that likes those things and understand that in order for me to reach my audience, I can focus on my audience based on their variety of interests. Okay, because I could target.
Yes, that makes sense.
Does that make sense? So that should
help. Yes, it makes sense.
Okay, so that should really help you guys when it comes to starting to put this stuff together. That, think outside of the box. Think about different people who are going to, be the most likely recipients of the solution to your problem. Okay, and look at, what you have to do to kind of break down this denominator of the actual demographic. Because I mean, like I said, when you know the actual when you actually know the actual demographic audience that you're looking for, it makes it much easier for you to do this. Okay, so like baby boomers. I mean, good grief, I could do everything on baby boomers from, you know, fishing tips for baby boomers to baby boomers and popcorn. Who knows? Okay, so I mean, these are audiences by, we'll just say audiences by definition. Okay, and use some example. We got baby boomers. Okay, we've got Christians. We've got what's another audience out there? Organizations, groups, or different geotags. Millennials is, I think, the other one that they talk about when they're referring to the young people. Okay, and baby boomers and these types of things. These are common phrases that people are typing into Google on a regular basis. So that's kind of how you want to break it down. The same thing could be done, you know, if you're targeting network marketers and internet marketers. Okay, where's really going to be their core connection as a company? Well, it's going to be with the name of the company. Okay, like Melaleuca, okay, or Amway, all right, or you know, Jeunesse, okay. Because I mean, I could easily target people in Melaleuca, you know, 5 simple ways to create automated referrals in Melaleuca. And I know that there's some people out there that, you know, and take this for what it's worth, you know, if you can make it work, fantastic. More power to you. Go have a ball. But most of the people that I've seen that take this approach to going out and writing reviews about business opportunities that they have no idea about, and then trying to utilize that to grab traffic from Google, okay, is not effective for very many people. But if I'm out targeting the people in the different business opportunities with value, 5 simple ways to create automated referrals in Melaleuca. I mean, somebody in Melaleuca might say, oh, really? And I might even throw on there using Facebook, okay, just as an example. All right. You know, 15 super saving travel discount secrets for baby boomers. Okay, focusing on, you know, following the proper format for a title for my blog post, starting with a number. Okay, always using an odd number, odd numbers only. Okay, super descriptive adjectives. 5, you know.
What's the purpose of doing the odd numbers as opposed to an even number?
That's basically what Neil Patel teaches in the Empower Network back office. If in the All-In library, if you go to his blog training, basically it's just the way that people respond to that. Negative numbers were one of the first things that he talked about. Okay, and using numbers 7 or smaller to demonstrate simplicity of learning something in your blog post, or numbers 8, you know, through 100 for cramming a post with just massive value. Okay, the negative numbers, super descriptive adjectives. Okay, so like supers, I mean, I might even, you know what, you might even try to, I mean, I might even say something like this. Bingo. If I'm targeting baby boomers. 15. I'd even say dirt cheap. Dirt cheap travel secrets for baby boomers. Okay. Super descriptive adjective. Targeting on the number 15. Hitting my audience here. Right there. And in this case, because I'm hitting on 2 points of interest, travel and baby boomers. All right. And when it comes to creating your content, guys, as much as it really just kind of pains me to have to talk about this, the one thing I want to talk about tonight before we wrap this up, and we're going to get into blogging again next week, and I'll make up the Aweber training here sometime in the next day or two. But one of the things that I had been hearing a lot about when it came to your actual blog content is how many words should you have in these things. And I mean, the general consensus right now, if you listen to Neil Patel and you listen to Keith Krantz last weekend, and these guys are doing some of them 3,000 word blog posts to get the attention of Google right now, and just basically said that they're creating ebook quality blog posts with just exceptional goodwill. 2,000 words is a lot of words. Are you going to do 2,000 words a day? I don't know. But what I would really suggest more than anything is to focus right now on videos that you can incorporate into your blog posts and get to the point where you can consistently do 1,000 words. Because when you can consistently get to the point where you can do 1,000 words by yourself, there's some things that I'm going to be teaching you guys next week in regard to curating content that will help you beef up the content on your post without you having to write the whole thing. Utilizing block quotes, for example, or descriptions for your images. There's all sorts of different things that count toward the overall word count in your blog post. So we're going to show you guys that so you can start getting the word count up, incorporating more images, incorporating more videos, and really giving people an actual experience when they reach your blog. All right, so, well, with that, let me see if there's anybody else have any other questions here. Well, we're glad that you're loving it, Barbara. Thank you for coming out tonight. Anybody else have any other questions right now before we wrap up? It's going to be a going once, going twice type of thing, because Grandpa Nanny is in need of some sleep. I've been up since like quarter to 3 this morning, so Grandpa Nanny needs a nap. So going once, going twice. If you got questions.
I don't have any questions. That I don't see anybody else. I was waiting to see if anybody Facebooked me, but I think that we're good.
Okay. So yeah, for those of you that have got this, get in here and start utilizing this and start doing these research techniques that I showed you guys how to do, and focus on those longer tail keywords within your blog post. And like I said, we're going to talk about all that next week, so you'll have a greater idea when you guys can actually see me go through and put one together, And for those of you that already have the Empower Network training, I highly recommend that if you've got the All-In Library, that you get in and listen to that training from Neil Patel. All right. So with that, we're going to wrap up for tonight. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Thank you.
We'll do the Aweber Hangout here today or tomorrow or Saturday. I'll let you know when. I'll post it in the group. Cool?
All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. Peace out. See you later. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.